Okay, in this video I'm going to continue talking about subnetting a Class C network. And I just showed in the last video an example where we have taken one of the 8 host bits in the 4th octet of a Class C network. We've taken one of those host bits and turned it into a subnet bit. So the S is 1 and H is 7. And that divided our network into 2 subnets with 128 IPs each. And it looked like this. As I go from all zeros to all ones in the original 8 H bits, that first bit starts with 128 zeros and then 128 ones. And that gave us our 2 subnets. And we could look then at the ID and broadcast address of each. I'm going to take the same Class C private network, 192.168.10.0, and divide it now into 4 subnets. So, as an example, divide 192.168.10.0 into 4 subnets. Okay, this is a Class C, so we're going to have N is 24, the first 3 bytes, and H, the original H, is 8. And what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, this H, the original H, is now equal to S plus our new H. 8 is equal to S plus our new H. Okay? And so this is the original H, and this is our new H. And you don't want to get those two sort of confused. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to say, well, look, in every case, 2 to the S is the number of subnets we're going to get, and 2 to the H is the number of IPs per subnet. Okay, so that if we want 4 subnets, we're going to set S equal to 2. And 2 to the H is 2 to the 6th, 64 IPs per subnet. And again, I'm going to do exactly the same thing that I did for the previous example. When I divided into 2 subnets, I'm going to divide into 4 subnets, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the original 8 H bits and I'm going to let them range from all zeros to all ones. And see how it works out when I have 2 S bits. I'm going to start there. I'm going to go and count in binary from all zeros to all ones. And I'm going to go all the way down to the point where I have 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Then I'm going to add 1 to that. And then I'm going to go down to the point where I have 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Add 1 to that. All the way down to 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Add 1 to that. And then finally go all the way down to all 8 ones. And what you'll see now is that with S equal to 2, I've got I should add a couple more here. I'm going to go to 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, just before that one, and I'm going to go to 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, just before that one, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. There we go. So what you'll see here is that I've got some number of addresses with 2 zeros at the beginning. I've got some number of addresses with a 0, 1 at the beginning, some number of addresses with a 1, 0 at the beginning, and finally 1/4 of the addresses with a 1, 1 at the beginning. And in every case, the remaining bits count from all zeros, 6 zeros up to 6 ones. With the 0, 1, they start at 6 zeros and go up to 6 ones. With the 1, 0, starts at 6 zeros, goes up to 6 ones, and so forth. And so so this is exactly how we've divided this thing up into 4 subnets. Okay, and now what I'll do is I'll say, okay, here's subnet number 1, and it has an ID of the first one with all zeros in the H bits is the ID, and all 8 zeros gives us a 0. Okay, so I'll go ahead and write 192.168.10.0. That is the first address in this subnet. The last address in the subnet has all 1s in the H bits. But because this is the first subnet, the first 2 bits are still 0. And so I've got to look at this binary number and use that as the broadcast address for that subnet number 1, 192.168.10. And now, what is the binary number with 6 ones at the end? 2 zeros and 6 ones at the end? Well, it's 1 less than the binary number with a single 1 in the 64's place. So this is actually 63. Okay, then in subnet number 2, we'll have an ID of 192.168.10.64, which is this binary number with a single 1 in the 64's place. And it goes all the way up to this number, which has 7 ones, but that's 1 less than a 1 with 7 zeros. This one down here is 128, and likewise the first address of the 4th subnet has 2 ones at the beginning. 128 plus 64 is 192. So it turns out it's easiest to, let's look at subnets 3 and 4 here. It's easiest to write down the IDs first because they are these real nice numbers. 192.168.10. This is the 128, and this one .10.192, which is 128 plus 64. And now, in every case, the broadcast address of a subnet is 1 less than the ID of the next subnet up. Okay? And so our broadcast here, let's divide these up into 4 subnets here. The broadcast address of the second subnet is, and I'll do this probably for the balance of the video and many other lectures here. I'll just skip writing the 192.168.10. If they're all the same, I'm just going to write a .127 here. And here I'm going to write that the broadcast is .191. And here I'm going to write that the broadcast, well, it's going to be all ones, 255. Okay? And so this is how you divide a Class C subnet into a Class C network into 4 subnets by taking the original H equals 8 and turning that into S plus a new H, where our new S, where our S is 2 and our new H is 6. Okay? So, hope this video helps with that example. I'll do more examples in subsequent videos.